It is essential to be up to date on happenings around you, and to make that easy for you, ladies and gentlemen, we present Freshlight, where we bring fresh newspaper headlines to the limelight. Mondays to Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Watch, like, subscribe, and make sure your notification is activated on our YouTube channel. You can also like and comment on our pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Al-IyamoyeTv and radio.
It's been a while. Good morning and welcome to Freshlight on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. I definitely know that you did enjoy your night, and it is a new month, the first day of June 1st, 2023, and it is a new month. I would pray that it should be a fruitful month. Don't look at what Nigeria is offering you. Just be determined that you are going to get the best out of it. Okay, this morning we're coming with different newspapers where we would be perusing it one after the other. We'll save you the stress of flipping through the newspaper pages. We would look at these stories one after the other. Don't forget, Freshlight comes away from 8:15 every morning, Monday to Saturday. And we also exhort you, I implore you to join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All our social media platforms. Just subscribe, like, so that you can get to see us every time. Starting with Daily Trust this morning, you will see this big bold headline: CBN devalues Naira to 630 per dollar. It has riders like decisions follow Tinubu's Emefiele's meeting. Realistic exchange rate to save 14 trillion naira. LCC XLG. 2023 budget first casualty. These are the riders to that story on Daily Trust. Going to the details of the story, let's give attention to this first. Subsidy remover. We are in very difficult moment. Abdullahi Adamu. The national chairman of All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Adamu, says with the removal of petrol subsidy, Nigeria is in a very difficult moment. He spoke on Wednesday when he received new and returning governors of the APC at the party's headquarters in Abuja. He also urged the governors to strictly adhere to the party's manifesto in order to deliver good governance to the people of their state. We are in a very difficult moment. Abdullahi Adamu is talking about subsidy removal here. Okay, let's also look at these from Daily Trust. CBN devalues Naira to 630 Naira per dollar. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has devalued the Naira to 630 to dollar from 461.6 Naira. It sold at the importers and exporters window the previous day. The devaluation came 48 hours after Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced the plans of the federal government to unify the country's exchange rate to stimulate the economy. In his inaugural speech, minutes after he was inaugurated as the 16th president of the country, Tinubu said, and I quote, "Monetary policy needs a thorough house cleaning. The central bank must work towards a unified exchange rate. This will direct funds away from arbitrage into the meaningful investment in the plant, equipment, and jobs that power the real economy. End of quote. Exclusive, CBN devalues Naira to 630 Naira per dollar. That is also available on Daily Trust newspaper. After failed Senate re-election bid, Public Account Committee chair dumps PDP. 2 senators, Matthew Yoagede, Edo South, and Ayo Akinyelure, Ondo Central, yesterday resigned from the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The lawmakers announced their resignations from the main opposition in separate letters addressed to the Senate President Ahmed Lawan and read at the Wednesday plenary by the Deputy Senate President Ovie Omoagege, who presided over the plenary. Ogoagide, who is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Public Accounts, in a letter to the acting chairman of the party, seen by Daily Trust in Benin, said, and I quote, "I write to formally inform you and entire members of the PDP that I'm resigning my membership of the party effective immediately." End of quote. After failed Senate re-election bid, Public Accounts Committee chair dumps PDP. That you will see on Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Going to another newspaper, let's look at the headlines from the Daily Sun. NNPCL unveils new fuel price regime. PDP has right to suspend, expel you, court tells Wike. Petrol now 537 naira per litre in Abuja, 557 in Borno, 488 in Lagos. Commuters groan as transport fare spikes. FG, Labour spoiled for showdown. Nigerian in challenging moment over subsidy removal at Damu APC chairman. Presidential polls. INEC rejects own document in Atiku PDP petition against Tinubu. ASU fight back, drag government to court over discriminatory payment of salaries. Organized labor meeting deadlock. Senate leadership. Igbo youth plan 2 million man march for Kanu. These and some others are stories making headline on Daily Sun this morning. One funny thing about the virtually all newspaper this morning is the fact that virtually all of them is reporting about the subsidy removal. Okay, let's quickly go to stories on Daily Sun rather this morning. The Sun. Let's start with the NNPC story, which is NNPC unveils new fuel price regime. The details. The Nigerian Labour Congress NLC yesterday said the new fuel price increase template announced by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation NNPC was unacceptable and should be withdrawn immediately. In the new template released yesterday, pump price in Lagos will sell at 488 naira per litre, while in Abuja and Borno it will sell at 537 and 557 naira per litre respectively. The National Oil Company also released new prices for PMS for other states under its deregulation policy. Yesterday, the hike in product prices sparked off increase in transport fare across the country, with most commuters stranded. You can get to read that story on the Sun newspaper this morning. Going to politics, group urges Tinubu to reach out to Atiku, Peter Obi, and others. Okay, let's look at the details here. Pro-democracy group, the Natives, has pleaded with President Bola Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima to reach out to presidential candidates of other political parties with 2023 presidential election. The group particularly appealed to Tinubu to explore every avenue to reach out to People's Democratic Party PDP candidate Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi of Labour Party, as he did to former Kano State Governor Rabiu Musa Akwankwanso of NNPP. Addressing a press conference yesterday in Abuja, Supreme Leader of the group, Smart Edward, said it was important to reach out to all the candidates in an effort to grow and unify the country. Group urges Tinubu to reach out to Atiku, Peter Obi, and others. Well, it sounded as if the ministerial appointment list that flitted into town yesterday is becoming a true copy of what the new president, is going to achieve. Okay, let's quickly look at these two. PDP has right to suspend, expel you. I'm not talking to you, our listeners or our guests. It is a letter to a former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike. A federal high court Abuja yesterday told former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike that the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has the right to suspend or expel him if his action is done in accordance with the law. Justice James Omotosho stated this in a judgment delivered on a suit filed by Wike prior to the 2023 general elections to seek for a court order to stop PDP from taking action against him without fair hearing. The ex-governor has sued the PDP, its National Working Committee, and National Executive Committee as first to third respondent. Wike, in a suit dated and filed February 2 by his lawyer Joshua Musa SN, also joined the National Chairman of PDP Dr. Iyo Shahayu, National Secretary of PDP Senator Samuel Ayahu, and the Independent National Electoral Commission as fourth to sixth respondent respectively. PDP has rights. PDP has right to suspend and expel you. Going to that statement is credited to the courts to Governor Nyesom Wike. Okay, let's look at another story on the Sun newspaper. Courts squash criminal charges against Lagos monarch, others. The Abuja division of the Federal High Court squashed the 8-count criminal charges brought against the Lagos State monarch, the Onikosi of Ikosi, Oba Al-IyamoyeTv Onikosi, and 3 others bordering on forgery and falsifications of a Supreme Court judgment, as well as perjury. Others charged alongside the Lagos monarch in the charge are Muhyiddin Fabumi, Alademeyin Samuel, and I Chief Michael Adesegun Nikoro. Although the defendants were arraigned before the court, they all entered a plea of not guilty to all the 8th charge that was filed by police prosecutor and Chief Superintendent of Police CSP Joe Nwakedi. Court squash charges against Lagos monarchs, others. The Sun is reporting that this morning. Okay, let's look at another newspaper away from Daily Sun and also Daily Trust. Let's look at the Nation newspaper. Let's start with the cover of the Nation newspaper. National Honors Awardees to wait. Newspaper of the Year, airing in LP, Obi petitions stalled. Senate MPAN pay tributes to media magnates, Dokwesi. PDP senators Wogadi Akinyulure dumps party. 200 reps backing me, says Abbas. And the leading story, NNPCL fixes 488 to 557 per litre petrol price template. And also he has this rider, price to fluctuate in accordance with market forces. NLC, TUC demand return to old price. Government negotiation continues. These are among cover stories on the Nation newspaper as published this morning. Going through the Nation newspaper, let's quickly look at stories that are making headline on the Nation newspaper this morning. Okay, let's look at the first one. Nigeria open for business, Tinubu tells China. President Bola Tinubu yesterday said Nigeria is open for business and constructive partnerships. We need an accelerated growth and we are ready to do business honestly with those ready to do business with us, he said. The president spoke while hosting President Xi Jinping of China's Special Envoy Peng Guiwan at the presidential villa Abuja. He promised that his administration will promote ease of doing business. Speaking to Peng, who is also the vice chairperson standing committee of the National People's Congress, People's Republic of China, the president said both countries could learn from each other, though Nigeria will remain non-aligned. Nigeria open for business, Tinubu tells China. Also, on the Nation newspaper, you will see this story. We will give you a free hand, but you will carry your cross, Adamu tells APC governors. Let's look at what we have on that story here. The ruling All Progressive Congress APC yesterday reaffirmed the authority of the governors to lead the state chapters. However, the party also warned that while the chief executives are free to run the activities of their chapters, they will be held responsible if problems arise in the chapters. National Chairman Senator Abdullahi Adamu, who hosted the governors at the party national secretariat in Abuja, said the party will uphold the principles of personal responsibility. The governors were heard to the meeting with the National Working Committee (NWC) by the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma. The chairman told the governors that their activities, actions, and programs should be guided by the party manifesto, urging them to adhere strictly to the party constitution and ensure the delivery of campaign promises. We will give you free hand, but you will carry your cross, Adamu tells APC governors. That you will see on the Nation newspaper. Okay, also on the Nation newspaper, you will see another update on the fuel prices saga. NNPCL fixes 488 naira, 557 naira per litre petrol price template. It has two riders when price to fluctuate in accordance with market forces. NLC, TUC demands return to old price. Government negotiation continues. Okay, going to the details. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPC) yesterday unveiled a new pricing template for the premium motor spirit PMS, otherwise known as petrol. The action followed the shutdown of filling stations by marketers in an instant reaction to Monday's pronouncement by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his inauguration speech, but fuel subsidy is gone. That fuel subsidy is gone. In response to the nationwide artificial scarcity of petrol, the federal government held talks with labor leaders on the situation at Aso Villa, Abuja. The parley was deadlock. NNPCL fixes 488, 557 naira per litre petrol price template. The Nation has the details of these stories. We'll go for a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll come look at two other newspapers we have left on our shelf. Do stay with us.
Have been to severally in the bid to see greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Taostaff Travels and Tour. We have in-depth process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want a visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Taostaff Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise, let's process and secure secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9, South of Central behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802-733-090 or 0806-578-4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Travels and more. I've been disappointed severally in the B2C greener pasture abroad. To those who are
gbogbo aláfẹ̀yì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó pàgbàmù ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zion. House of Zion, the name I of top-notch fashion, quality mass. House of Zion, ti rojulo Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer wọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jìnnà tí wọ́n fa oríjà ṣìmúgò kájọ tó ń wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfume gbòǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbà. Mo débẹ̀ kàmìkàmì èmi ni ó rà èmi ni mú gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógì gbọ́npa fashion àti àbáyà lóríṣiríṣi. House of Zion lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zion 52 ọlọ́run ṣògo Redeemed Church Agape Parish ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta lórí Instagram 08165688618. ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan gbéni níyì.
Welcome back. It's still Freshlight on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Looking at two other papers we have left, let's pick Vanguard newspaper first. Vanguard has this: Lagos ban on RTEAN, NURTW, NLC, TUC protest at Government House. Leaders of the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC and Trade Union Congress of Nigeria and TUC yesterday stormed the Lagos State Government House in Alausa, protesting the continued ban on the activities of the Road Transport Employers Associations of Nigeria, RTEAN, and the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW. Among labor leaders at the protest were Secretary General of the TUC, Nuru Toro, Deputy General Secretary of the NLC, Ismail Bello, President of TUC Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengason, Festus Osifu, and Lagos State Chairman of TUC, Benga Ekundayo. To explain that the labor leaders were at the Lagos Government House to demand the unbanning of both RTEAN and the NURTW by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, among others. Lagos ban on RTEAN, NURTW, NLC, TUC protest at Government House. The Vanguard newspaper has the details. Fuel queue, last mile one station managers, motorists against gridlock. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority last month yesterday warned management of fuel stations and motorists keying for fuel in the state against causing gridlock on major roads. The general manager of last month, Bolaji Oriagba, while monitoring officers deployed around filling stations and other traffic-prone areas across the state, explained that the deployment became imperative following reports of long queues around filling stations caused by motorists parking indiscriminately and blocking roads while queuing to buy fuel. He expressed displeasure at the disorderly behavior of some drivers disrupting the free flow of traffic. Fuel queues, last mile one stations managers against gridlock. Okay, that you will see on Vanguard newspaper. Both operators Lord Tinubu over subsidy remover. Both operators under the auspices of the waterfront boat owners and transport associations have lauded President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the removal of fuel subsidy. Tinubu in his inauguration speech on Monday in Abuja said that his administration would not continue to pay subsidy on petrol. Reacting to this, the president of Wobatan, Babatope Fajemirokun, in a chat with journalists in Lagos, described the move as a bitter pill necessary for the country's healing. To read details of that story, you can get to read it on Punch newspaper. Both operators, Lord Tinubu, over subsidy removal. The last one on Vanguard newspaper. For subsidy, Jigawa appoint 12-man committee to monitor petrol distribution. Jigawa State Governor Malam Humaru Namadi has approved the setting up of 12-man task force committee on petrol monitoring and distribution in the state. The head of civil service in the state, Usani Ali Kila, made the announcement in Duse appointing Colonel Mohammed Al-Azan as the chairman of the task force committee. Kila said the committee would ensure, among other things, the efficient supply and distribution of petroleum products across the state. For scarcity, Jigawa appoint 12-man committee to monitor petrol distribution. Vanguard is reporting that. Going to our last newspaper for today, the Punch newspaper. You will see this headline on the Punch newspaper this morning. CBN multiple exchange rates may increase debt burden. World Bank. FG labor meeting deadlocked as fuel prices hit over 700 naira per litre. It has riders like NLC, Kicks, reject petrol price, economic hardship worsen says marketers, PDP, Labour Party orders slumps FG. Also on Punch newspaper you will see a big advertorial about congratulations to the president of Nigeria, AJIBOLA met Tinubu by Abdulaziz Yari. Okay, going to the details of this story, let's look at this. Sokoto to pay visiting varsity lecturers outstanding salaries. Sokoto State Governor Ahmed Aliyu Sokoto has promised to offset the outstanding salaries and allowances of visiting lecturers at the state universities. The governor also promised to ensure his administration works in synergy with the management of the university for the purpose of educational and advancement in the state. He stated this in his remarks while addressing the management of Sokoto State University, led by the Vice Chancellor Professor Bashir Gaba, who paid him a courtesy visit following his assumption of office as the governor of the state. Sokoto to pay visiting varsity lecturers outstanding salaries. Punch has the details. Also on Punch, FG labor meeting deadlocked as fuel price hit over 700 naira per litre. Talks between the federal government and the organized labor over the removal of fuel subsidy ended in a deadlock on Wednesday as they failed to reach a consensus following the hike in petrol pump price to over 700 naira from 195 naira per litre by oil marketers. The hours-long meeting, which was held at the presidential villa, was to, among other things, prevent the labor crisis following the recent increase in the petrol pump price occasioned by the discontinuance of petrol subsidy. Earlier on Wednesday, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited said it had adjusted the pump price of premium motor spirit to reflect the market's realities. The agency, however, failed to state the new prices of petrol. However, several retail outlets sold the products between 600 and 800 naira in Lagos, Abuja, Ogun, and some other states. FG labor meeting deadlocked as fuel price hit over 700 naira per litre. The Punch also has this headline: Reject Atiku Beavers exhibit. Tinubu INEC tells tribunal. The presidential elections petitions court in Abuja on Wednesday admitted a total of 337 exhibits tendered by the People's Democratic Party and its presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, challenging the emergence of President Bola Tinubu as the winner of the February 25 presidential election. As they resume hearing in the matter, the PDP and the Atiku, through their legal team, led by Chief Chris Uche SAN, informed the court that the documents in evidence were in respect of the 33 states of the Federation, with the exclusions of Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, and Lagos states. Among other documents that Atiku tendered before the court were results of the presidential elections from Abia, Bayelsa, Kaduna, and Ogun State. The petitioners told the court that the certified results, which were containing forms EC8A, were downloaded by INEC from the IRF portal. Reject Atiku's Beavers exhibit. Tinubu, INEC, tells tribunal. The Punch has the details. Okay, let's go to the metro page of Punch newspaper. Gunmen kill security man, abduct 2 in Ogun. Let's look at the details of this story on Punch newspaper. Gunmen suspected to be kidnappers on Wednesday shot a security personnel and one other person dead while they abducted 2 persons at a farm in Awo village, Orile-Imo, in the Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State. The kidnappers reportedly also shot dead a So-Safe Corps area commander identified as Ogundiri Said and a native of the village. The kidnappers were said to have operated in camouflage and invaded the farm, which had over 200 workers. They were reportedly trailed by the operatives of the joint operations of the police and So-Safe Corps. A resident of the village who pleaded anonymity said the incident happened on Tuesday night. The source said the kidnappers attempted to kidnap many workers on the farm but were resisted by the security. However, they were able to abduct 2 workers and kill 3. Gunmen kill security man, abduct 2 in Ogun State. That is available on Punch newspaper this morning. Okay, let's look at one story more before we go to the sports page of Punch newspaper. Car crushes 3 to death in Ogun. I think there are so many metro stories around Ogun State that are not too palatable. Okay, let's quickly look at car crushes 3 to death in Ogun before we go to the sports page of Punch newspaper and call it a wrap on Freshlight this morning. Okay, so Freshlight, the last lap. Let's look at the sporting stories on Punch newspaper. Angry Madrid fan mocks Chukwueze. Real Madrid fans have taken a swipe at Samuel Chukwueze after the winger revealed his focus on playing in the Europe next season with Villarreal. Chukwueze told here Paris newspaper that reports linking him with the Los Blancos were mere noise. The 23-year-old is enjoying his most productive season yet in his professional career and scored 13 goals and provided 11 assists across all competition in the outgoing season. He was also outstanding against the Marigos at the Bernabeu, where he scored the brace and made an assist as Villarreal stunned their hosts 3-2 on March day 28 of the La Liga. Angry Madrid fans mock Chukwueze. That is on Punch newspaper this morning. Osimhen, not United's primary target. According to the British tabloid Man United News, Manchester United are ready to invest heavily in a striker when the transfer window opens, adding that their primary target will be Tottenham Hotspur's forward Harry Kane, while Victor Osimhen is the club's second choice. Erik ten Hag guided the Red Devils to a converted top 4 Premier League, which in his league finish in his first season in charge, and they are also in the final of the FA Cup, where they face City rivals Manchester City on Saturday, but there is an ample room for improvement. The website pointed out that among the sides to have secured European football for next season, only Aston Villa netted fewer goals than the Red Devil 58, highlighting the front line as the team's weakest link. Osimhen not United's primary target. That is on sports page on Punch newspaper. On that note, we say thank you for being part of Freshlight. Let's again do it tomorrow at the same time, where we will be looking at other newspaper covers and also details of development as regard activities around the fuel subsidy removal and some other political stories on Freshlight. We have other programs lined up for excitement today. Continue to be our guest. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page and also like other of our social media platforms. I remain OLUWAFISAYOMI, AJIBOLA. Good morning and enjoy your day.